These young Sydney newlyweds have it all.
This is our first house, and it's in such a great area.
We were very happy when we got this place.
Yeah, definitely.
But now they're facing the ultimate dilemma.
I definitely see that we would have a family in the future, so we would be better off looking for a place that has a bit more space.
So which comes first, the family or the house?
I just really love the location. I really want to stay a lot.
I think they can have both.
I lived in a terrace just like this one, so I'm already able to see in my mind where this space could go.
But I don't think they need to travel too far to find the perfect solution.
I give you your official terrace upgrade.
Ooh. Drastic times call for drastic measures.
Whoa.
But at the end of the day, will they love it?
The feeling of light and space is really phenomenal.
Or will they list it?
You've done well.
Oh, I said, look at that. That was almost a compliment.
Ah, the Emerald City. It's the colour of money, all right. When it comes to real estate, the average property is now worth 5 times more than it was 20 years ago.
And given average wages have only doubled in that time, you can see why it's so hard for people to get in.
Look at these leafy streets. In the city.
Leafy Paddington, that's exactly the word, Mr. Winter.
Prestige suburbs like Paddington are almost impossible for young buyers now, with a median sale price of $2.2 million and an insatiable demand.
Interesting real estate fact here. Typically in New South Wales, one property gets about online around 700 hits.
Yeah. And what about here?
Over 2,300.
Which just makes this story more remarkable. Kieran and Riley are the kind of young couple who should have been priced out of Paddington. But the 30-somethings, both in finance, scraped and saved a deposit for a toe on the Paddington property ladder. A tiny Victorian terrace.
We hadn't actually thought that we would be able to afford it. We just thought the area would be outside of our price bracket. But then when we kind of saw this one had passed in and saw the price that it had passed in at, we thought, oh, maybe we could kind of try and negotiate. And then we were able to, so we were really happy.
$910,000 they had to pay for, well, a rundown shoebox. But at least the wildlife was free.
There were spiders everywhere. I think I was on the fetal position in the bed saying, Kieran!
Literally, there was baby spiders all over the ceiling. So I'm there with a thong, just killing all these spiders.
Yeah.
Arachnophobia aside, this clever couple knew they'd hit the bullseye. They tidied up the place as best they could afford.
Oh, that's a bullseye.
No, it's not.
Then waited for father time. In 2 years, the place rose in value from $910,000 to $1.3 million, a profit of 400 grand. But Kieran's not ready to cash in yet.
I love this house, mainly because of the location. I can walk to work in less than half an hour. On the weekend, we can jump on the scooter and be at the beach in 10 minutes, and it's just perfect. And the neighbourhood itself has so much heritage, and there's the pubs and the cafes and everything so close by. So for me, that's the biggest thing.
But Riley feels like she's done the hard yards, and she wants a better deal.
I guess I have kind of got to my point now, my tolerance. I'm a little bit over it. I definitely hate the lack of storage. I feel like we're always trying to push things into the very few cupboards that we have. And then the bathroom and the kitchen, I mean, they are just old and kind of falling apart a little bit. And also the fact that the kitchen and the bathroom are very close. Yeah, it's just a little bit too close for comfort.
And away from their terrace's tiny footprint, Riley's hoping to make little footprints of their own.
I definitely see that we would have a family in the future, so I want to kind of think about that time now.
It's a tight squeeze.
It is. Is this the end
this
one here?
Door's open.
Oh, very...
They're friendly like that in Paddington. Hello.
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 Ah,
Andrew. Neale.
Hi.
Is this the frontage of your property?
This is the front, zero frontage.
Right.
2 metres off the ground.
Well, we'd like to look inside if that
Sure.
pops up. All right.
How are we going to do this?
Hope you don't get
go up,
altitude
there you go.
sickness.
This is a typical Victorian-era terrace, a kitchen and bathroom downstairs at the back, and living and dining rooms at the front, plus 2 bedrooms upstairs.
I think the word is minimal.
Yes, yes, it is, isn't it?
Do you know, Andrew, I'm getting such a sense of déjà vu,
Why?
though, because I lived in a terrace just like this one.
What, one of these sort of 3-metre wide ones?
Identical, in the next
Wow.
suburb.
Really?
But when I bought mine, it had just been renovated. So I'm already able to see in my mind where this space could go.
Oh, no,
what
look,
you can
that-
do with it.
To me, a home is more than just the space inside its walls. Its location is part of its character. So I know why Kieran is so attached to this place, despite its shortcomings.
Look, that's 300 mil.
It's so narrow.
Oh, I like that.
So do
I love the brick. Not
Yeah.
sure whether it's a design feature or whether it wasn't just there because the plaster fell off.
I think they've made it a design feature.
But you know these houses, I know these houses. The one design negative with these is always that. It's absolutely hideous.
You could be right.
I'm always right.
You know that phrase, renovator's delight? Oh, this isn't it. This is a renovator's nightmare. But it all has to go. There's not one thing I can work with here. Okay, in my head, as you know, I can see what it's going to be. Bathroom.
Horrid bathroom, revolting, pokey, grotty bathroom. I can find them a much better bathroom than that. I mean, just picture family life. That's lovely whilst you're cooking a meal. Perhaps your friends are here and you just need to pop into the bathroom. I mean, do louver doors offer much sound insulation? It's nice to share things with friends, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're moving. This is their
Okay, Andrew, you have made your
home.
point. You have made your point. At this precise moment, yes, you're winning.
Yes.
But remember, we are in Paddington. And renovated, this is a little goldmine.
Yeah, ready for sale to move to house number 2.
I don't think Andrew gets the Paddington lifestyle. He prefers palm trees.
The lighting is atrocious, isn't it?
But the grey is very stylish.
No, bless them. They're a stylish couple.
Truly, this place isn't about building a home, it's about building equity.
This is the perfect home for you.
Oh, we've won already.
It is the perfect first home for you. It got you on the property ladder. It's made you a lot of money very quickly and without doing any work, right? Brilliant. So, that's great. But this is the stepping stone to house number 2, and you would be crazy to not use this.
I agree with you. But there's one flaw in your
God,
argument.
there's not very much flaw
If
here.
they trade up and
Yes.
move on to house number 2,
Yes.
that house needs to be in Paddington. And they're not going to find house number 2 in Paddington.
Exactly.
Because this suburb is growing its value so well, they would be crazy to move out of Paddington.
As Andrew says, location, location. So we've got that, and that's all you need to love, really.
Yeah, I'll remind you that when you got 4 kids.
Well, do you know what? I think you both deserve an award for having lived here for 2 years
Yes,
with this house
see?
in the state that it's in.
House
A lot of
number
people
2.
would call this unlivable.
Like, I know it's a small house, but at this point in time, I don't feel like we need a lot of space.
I would like to list this house.
That's the right answer.
How is this affecting your relationship? Is it causing any stress?
Generally, I think it's getting a bit frustrating. Kieran tries to keep the positive spin on it all the time.
He's good at that.
He's very good at it, and it is lovely. But I guess, yeah, we just have this kind of slight disagreement about this house.
For the move, what budget have I got to play with?
Well, it would really depend, I guess, on what we're able to sell this property for.
Okay.
But at the moment, we're thinking about in the mid-ones.
In the mid ones, and for that you want an inner city location.
So for around 1.5 million, I need to find 3 bedrooms, more storage, a better kitchen and bathroom, but not too far from the CBD where they both work.
And what have you got in the kitty for renovations?
We'd probably be looking at spending around that 200 to 220, so I'm sure that's more than enough for you to make this place amazing.
How are you?
Slightly biased, I feel. Gives you several hundred, gives me mid ones. Thank you very much.
Thanks to their capital gain on this place, it's a good budget, but I'll need it for some serious wall busting to enlarge the kitchen and bathroom, open up the living area, and let in some light.
And providing that that budget incorporates buying next door, you should be absolutely fine.
It all has to go. It all has to go.
And where is it actually going to go? You're going to move the bathroom in here? And what are you going to do with the kitchen?
Stick with me. I also have a plan up my sleeve. This house can be transformed. It really can. It can be the perfect Paddington terrace. Even despite the dimensions, despite the size.
First home.
The perfect Paddington terrace.
This is going to get interesting. Can Riley capitalise on their good fortune and springboard into a larger family home? Or will Kieran and Neale convince her that nothing, and I mean nothing, can beat a Paddington address?
I really think by opening this place up, more light, having it flow better will just be so amazing, and we'll just really love this place.
But ultimately, it's still a very small piece of land, and I just don't know how they will be able to make it feel bigger and have that extra space that we're after.
Coming up, fortune favours the brave.
You've done well, Andrew.
Thank you very much.
Very surprised.
I thought you would be.
And the secret to creating more space? Starting over.
Wow.
Years ago, Kieran and Riley cleverly bought their tiny slice of Sydney real estate in Paddington, one of the most exclusive postcodes in the country. And by their own admission, life's been pretty good since.
This is their first house, and I do love it. Like, it's in such a great area.
We were very happy when we got this place.
Yeah, definitely.
But while the social life of Paddo still shines brightly, their rather tarnished terrace with its unworkable kitchen and too close for comfort bathroom has become too much for Riley.
I'm a little bit over it. Ultimately, I think that we would be better off looking for a place that has a bit more space. I definitely see that we would have a family in the future, so I want to kind of think about that time now.
Kieran, on the other hand, thinks all that's needed is a decent renovation.
I can see Riley's viewpoint in wanting to leave, but, you know, I think if we can make it feel a lot bigger than it is, I think we're really going to get her across the line. She just needs something that's functional. A lot more storage, a nice bathroom would really just help her get across the line and actually want to stay.
This is a real sliding doors moment for this young couple. Do they leverage the big capital gains they've made into more house, suitable for a family?
Or do they stay in one of Australia's most sought-after suburbs and watch their tiny property appreciate even further? As a former Paddington resident, there's no doubt where I stand.
Okay, so Riley and Kieran, obviously the big priority is to make this house feel as light and as spacious as we possibly can. And it can be done actually quite simply. So let's start at the very beginning. Literally, the front door. We're blocking it in.
No front door.
Gone. Actually, it's not strictly gone because we do have to preserve the front of it for heritage conservation, but it will no longer be your front door. From inside, you won't see the door at all.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking advantage of the corner block to move the front door to the side of the house. And to expand the living area, I'm taking down the wall between the lounge and the kitchen dining. This will unify the space and welcome visitors as they enter the new doorway.
And not only is that wall gone, but the floor in here will be raised up so it's level with the floor in your dining room.
So it feels like one space then?
One space, one continuous, unbroken space, so you're no longer going to have that strange step effect that you've got at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm demolishing the old bathroom and toilet, in fact the entire back of the house, to create a new bathroom and kitchen with bifold doors opening onto their tiny garden.
Your new kitchen is going to run along here.
That's quite a decent amount of space
You're
as
going to
well.
have a beautiful new galley kitchen.
Yeah.
With all your appliances running along, you've got everything there.
That sounds amazing.
I think you're reeling her in.
And the fact that you've got the bifolds at the end will extend it. It'll trick the eye, so it'll actually feel so much longer than it does at the moment.
Upstairs, my options are limited, but I can make the guest rooms slightly larger for a nursery by moving the dividing wall.
Riley, the one thing that I can't give you is the third bedroom.
Okay, well...
I think you kind of knew that.
Yeah, I guess I don't know where you would have been able to magic one of them out of, so...
That would have been taking magic just a little too far, I think.
Yeah.
But we'll make this little house feel quite big. A little big house. Yeah?
I like it.
Yeah,
Love it.
sounds good.
I think Riley's really excited. I saw a massive smile on her face when Neale was explaining the plans to us, and I think this is more than enough to keep her in the house.
I'm pretty excited about Neale's design plans. Probably the one thing, though, that I am still thinking is that we might be able to find those things in another house with a third bedroom, which is something that Neale can't kind of achieve for us, given the size of the house and the size of the land.
I'm sure I can get more space for these two and within easy reach of the city. I just need to open their minds to other locations.
So you two excited? First property?
Yeah, it'll be great. Can't wait.
Can I... Look, yeah, oh, come on, let's have some real enthusiasm here.
I'm taking them to the other side of the CBD, the western side, to the delightful suburb of Roselle. It's still in a city with character, loads of pubs, restaurants, shops, whatever you like, but with a median sale price of 1.6 million, as opposed to Paddington's 2.2.
How are you with the more modern property, something, you know, that isn't necessarily an historic building?
Yeah, I guess kind of open to all options.
Okay.
As long as it's got some unique features about it, that it's not kind of just like a bit of a box.
Like I'd show them a box. They already have one of those. No, this is, by comparison, a sprawling 3-bedroom townhouse, at least twice the size of their paddo pad. Plus, this is an area in high demand with over 3 times the state average of visits per property.
So this is the one I want to show you. It's got that urban edge. It's a little bit industrial around here, but that, I think, adds to it. The other thing is, of course, this isn't heritage, as you can see.
It's okay, the streets around here are, so we still get that feel.
So the location I was pretty sure you'd be okay with. Other elements I thought I might be pushing it a bit. Interesting to see what you think. So we're going to start upstairs. So this is it.
Oh, this is actually nice. I just assumed, you know, we've got different tastes looking at your clothing. I thought we'd have different tastes in houses as well.
Are you having a go at my jacket? It's got nothing to do with the property that we're in. Now, I have to say, I would estimate that this living and kitchen area is probably bigger than the whole downstairs of your current home.
Might be correct.
Quite possibly.
Plus, look at the ceiling height
Yeah.
and the
Amazing
light.
ceiling.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
You've got 3 balconies, 3 sets of sliders, and we've got a skylight there above the kitchen, so it's bathed in light.
You've done well, Andrew.
Thank you very much.
Very surprised.
I thought you would be.
Is there a courtyard here?
Well, there's very limited outside space. Effectively, it's those balconies, and you'll see downstairs there's a little strip to the side of the building, so you're limited on outdoor space here.
Okay.
So that's the main living area, and then we have bedrooms and bathrooms through here. And this is the master bedroom.
It's nice.
Bad
Big.
size, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And, of course, we've got one of these.
right.
Ensuite shower.
Nice. Love the tiles.
Compared to Paddington, the floor space is bigger, it's brighter and better appointed. But wait, there's more downstairs.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh,
This is big.
Yes.
Yeah.
A gigantic 3rd bedroom with a ton of potential.
And the beauty of the downstairs is that it is effectively as big as the upstairs because there's this room plus an oversized garage area as well. This room alone would divide into 2. You could stick a door there and have 2 more bedrooms down
definitely.
here straight away. Or alternatively, you may be able to take some of the garage space and create a kitchenette and a shower room, and suddenly you've got a fully self-contained 1-bedroom apartment that could get $500 a week on a rental.
Yeah, and there's a massive market for short-term rentals at the moment.
There are so many options, but it's what would be permissible, what you could get council to approve, and of course, what you could get body corporate to approve.
Nothing like an income stream to get the interest of a finance man.
So what kind of value are we talking for this place?
So you want to talk about price? Well, it's going to auction, so it's only a price guide. What would you think that was?
Oh, I'd probably say the 1.2 to 1.3 at this point.
What would you think?
I was thinking maybe a little bit higher, maybe the mid ones or just under.
Well, he's right. It's look, the guide is 125. Yeah.
Did you have to say that?
Shall I tell you what it actually is? But you probably are closer to the mark what it actually will go for, because, you know, there is a lot of potential. Did I do OK?
Yes, I think you actually
You passed the
did.
first test.
Yeah.
The only downside to this property might be that it's strata title. That could restrict any renovations they want in the future. But looking around this place, what's to do?
I do like this place. Like, it definitely has a lot of character and there's a lot of good things going for it. For me, the strata thing and the no outdoor space, I don't know, it's...
Yeah.
I feel like we'd be kind of like a little bit cocooned in here sometimes.
To get Kieran out of the Paddington house, Andrew needs to find us a family home. I think seeing this place, I know that Andrew's mind is thinking the right way, and I think that he will be able to find us something that ticks those other boxes in terms of being a family home.
Well, this is quite a trick, making one of Paddington's smallest properties even smaller. Temporarily, of course.
Wow.
We've demolished the entire back of this place so we can start over.
When you see it like this, you can just see how small the kitchen was, how small the original bathroom was.
This is exciting, but it can also be terrifying. Old houses like this can be full of unwelcome surprises. Like rot in the ceiling, like we have here, that has to be replaced. And in all the window frames. They have to be heritage frames. Very expensive, as project manager Sarah reminds me.
What sort of figure are we talking about?
We're looking at about $26,000 at the moment.
Oh, ouch. 26K.
Yes.
Great, half the house is gone and we're 26 grand over budget. I hope Kieran and Riley won't compromise on my design.
Whoa.
You weren't expecting this, were you?
Not at all.
No.
No ceiling and no window. I didn't think that was in the original scope.
What's happened in here is that we'd agreed to move this wall 165 millimetres.
Yep.
To give you a larger second bedroom, okay?
Yeah.
But you can't move that wall with the ceilings in the condition that they were in.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were coming down themselves anyway, trust me.
Yeah.
Then we had flakes everywhere.
So one thing leads to another. I'm afraid it's the way these old houses are.
Well, it's pretty much a shell now, so hopefully there's no more, changes to it.
Fingers crossed, we've caught everything that we need to catch and there will be no more nasty surprises. Famous last words.
Look, we were expecting some sort of budget blowout, but probably not to the amount that we heard today. But the things that the money's going towards are definitely essential. And if we get to the point where we do decide to list it, then, you know, those things need to be done anyway.
Fingers crossed, there's nothing else.
Coming up, could this be the deal breaker?
This looks very, very nice. It'd be perfect for a kid.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at your new living space.
Or is Riley changing her mind?
I mean, seeing this now, how changed it is, it does kind of make it more confusing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Young accountants Riley and Kieran disagree about the future of their rather cramped first home, a two-bedroom tiny terrace in Sydney's eastern suburbs. While Riley thinks it's time for something bigger, Kieran's determined to make it work. But a little bird tells me there's been a budget blowout on their renovation. That should make my cash-in and move argument even more appealing.
Remember, the whole point of this search is I'd love to find you your next dream home, but it's also about sort of putting it out there. It could be a wise decision to cash in. You know, you will have done very well on your first purchase.
Yeah, I guess it's finding that right property.
Which leads us here to Leichhardt, a sentimental favourite for Sydney-siders. Also just west of the CBD, the restaurant strip here is legendary, and the scores are highly regarded too. This 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom terrace is in the heart of it all, with an easy commute to the city, yet still affordable, if you call a median house price of $1.6 million for a 3-bedder affordable.
Here we go. Kitchen and living area.
Wow.
Oh, yes, wow.
It's nice.
This looks very, very nice.
What a beautiful outdoor space.
That is amazing. Those highlights are awesome. It just really opens the whole place up.
I know. I mean, look, the styling is beautiful. It does help. But at the end of the day, it is a really good home.
Yeah, it's got that home kind of family feel that I like.
Family feel. Yes, it has. So that's why it's important to be close to all those schools.
In addition to the perfect family living space, there's a perfect downstairs bedroom.
This is
Big room.
huge room.
Oh, yes. This room can be a bedroom, but there is 2 bedrooms and a bathroom and a study area upstairs anyway.
Right.
So you could use it as a living area for now while you're young and trendy and enjoying life. And then when you get children, you can use it as a bedroom.
The ground floor also has a top-notch bathroom with shower and an inviting dining sitting room.
Well, you go and have a little wander. Upstairs is equally as impressive.
This is modern living without the hassle of renovation. It's family ready, with additional living space upstairs, a family-sized bathroom and 2 more double bedrooms.
That's nice.
Oh, this is really nice.
This property is going to auction, which, as you know, is very common for properties in an area like this. So it's got a price guide. So any ideas?
Probably thinking that 1.7 to 1.8.
I would love to think that it would be in the mid-ones, but I think it's probably a little bit higher.
Really, really annoyingly, he's right.
Yeah.
The price guide is 1.75, so you are spot on.
Yes, it is over their budget, but that won't be a problem. I'm confident Neale's renovation will increase their Paddington value by at least $200,000, making up the price difference.
It's just really hard with an auction to know how much it's exactly going to go for. And I guess that's the same with our place. Like, we don't know how much we're going to get, which kind of determines how much we can pay for the next place.
Yeah, for sure. I guess I just kind of think about this as being a home that we could be in for a long time. So I like it, you know.
Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Back in Paddo, there's been no more surprises. And thank goodness, no more budget hikes. We have the walls and roof up at the back of the house and have started work on fitting it out.
I'm loving the tiles that you chose in here, Neale.
They are working really well.
They look beautiful, don't they?
And I love the little detail of brass running through them. And I think it was really important in here not to use a heavily patterned tile
Exactly.
because it's a small bathroom. I love it.
So do I.
Let's hope they do.
Hope so.
Hi.
Hey.
Neale, how you
How are
going?
you both?
Very
Yeah,
well.
good, thanks.
Good to see you.
I'm more excited coming in here and seeing this progress.
I'm admiring your new bifold doors.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
I've gone for an aluminium frame instead of timber because it's much more hard-wearing and easier to look after.
Yeah, definitely. I love the black as well. Kind of just disappear when it's closed. So
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at your new living space. I love these Velux skylights.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
So good. What do you think?
Oh, that new window and door is just ridiculous. That is so amazing. Oh,
It's such a huge change. Yeah, the feeling of light and space is really phenomenal.
Riley, you're sounding quite excited.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's hard not to be excited about this. It does look fantastic. The places that we've seen with Andrew have had that really nice kind of high-end look to them. This is, I guess, starting to look a little bit more like that.
But other houses that Andrew's showing you in Paddington,
They're not. That I'll give you. Yeah.
not one yet.
Yeah.
that's the one thing he cannot do, is
Yeah.
deliver, I don't believe, something like this in Paddington.
Doors. That's a good, you know, I have to say, seeing this now, how changed it is, it does kind of make it more confusing. because...
Does it get you excited though?
Oh, so excited, yeah. But that's the thing, it's harder now to think about leaving what could be an awesome house. I guess the other properties have like the third bedroom, which we're still not going to have.
This house is a real little gem. It might be small, but it's perfectly formed. I'm so excited to see it finished. And it's in one of Sydney's most desirable suburbs. Andrew Winter is going to find that very hard to beat.
You might just want to hold off popping the champagne cork just yet, Mr. Whitaker. These two are warming up to life outside Paddington.
Kieran and I do have a bit of a habit of looking at some properties on the weekends and things like that. So
I kind of got that feeling, yes. Yeah, look, it's a national pastime, isn't it? You're obviously aware of what's on the market, even though Kieran claims not to be looking, and you are looking.
But I bet they haven't looked here. This is my wild card. A touch further out, but in the most beautiful setting. This is Birchgrove, a sweet ferry ride from the city with one of the best lifestyles Sydney can offer.
Very nice view.
Very nice view with the iconic harbour bridge, Sydney Harbour here. Beaches, beach, beach. But the important thing is, where is the house? In that street right there.
Take a look at this. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, spread over multiple levels with a garden. Everybody wants a piece of this area, with visits per property more than 4 times the state average.
Here, I give you your official terrace upgrade. Ooh. How beautiful is it, and how beautiful is this location? You're going to love it.
Oh, you've done well.
Oh, I say, look at that. That was almost a compliment.
I do like
Lovely,
it.
yeah.
It feels very light, and I like the skylights in the kitchen, so...
And all renovated, so, I mean, it's a blank canvas. It's all white walls. You can do whatever you like with it.
No, it looks very, very good.
So where do you want to start? Do you want to go upstairs, or do you want to go to the kitchen out to the backyard?
Kitchen, I reckon.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You'll love it all.
This lower floor is all about flow, as Neale would say. The open-plan living and dining area leads to the bright and contemporary kitchen level.
It's definitely a bit bigger than ours, though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the fridge is huge.
Yeah.
There's also a smart bathroom with a spa. And then there's the real upgrade for Riley and Kieran, an extra ground floor bedroom that opens out onto the garden.
Oh, wow.
Oh, awesome.
This is really nice.
This is really nice.
Oh, it's a nice big area at the back.
Oh, like, yeah, the option of having this other room and the way that it opens out is amazing.
This is the thing that we can't get in our house ever. This third bedroom, such a big outdoor area as well. Looks, you know, that would be really functional for us, and it could be a study, a guest bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah, I know we can't make our place any bigger than it currently is.
And this house just keeps on giving, with another bedroom on the 2nd floor.
Wow, that is bold.
Very bold. If you stood up against that wall, you'd disappear.
Do you think I blend particularly well? Yes.
There's even a 3rd floor with an attic conversion bedroom.
It'd be probably perfect for a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space for storage. And a balcony.
Oh. It's a really nice aspect, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've had a good look around this house. You've been outside?
Yeah.
We have.
Great.
The property's going for auction with a price guide of 1.6. However, my research tells me it's more likely to be around the 1.8 mark. How does that sit with you guys?
It's a huge amount of money, and I guess comparatively to when we bought our property sort of 2.5 years ago, the market's just gone so crazy. So I suppose it's kind of in line with what
relative.
ours is potentially going to be worth.
OK, do you want to buy it? Well, come on, it's a fantastic terrace. It is an upgrade. It is in a great suburb and in a great street.
Yep, it is all those things. So it's kind of definitely something to consider.
You look very nervous.
There's so many options to weigh up. So, look, at this stage, we need to kind of see our place done before we can kind of make that big decision.
Well, that's put a cat amongst Neale's pigeons. I've shown them 3 properties, each bigger and more practical than theirs. This one is even a terrace, which they love so much. Renovate that, Mr. Whitaker.
I can definitely see myself in a house like this in the future, and I think that's the kind of forever home thing.
I am in two minds about, leaving or staying in our current property, but, this place is amazing, so it has put a bit of doubt in my mind of what to actually do now.
After the break, we ask the big questions.
Are you going to love it?
Or are you going to list it?
It is decision day for Riley and Kieran. My final property proved they can have a terrace with character in a great area and that vital third bedroom.
Oh, wow.
Oh, awesome.
But will it be enough to prize Kieran out of his beloved Paddington?
Or will Riley forget all about that third bedroom once she's seen my transformation of their once unlivable terrace?
Sarah, this plaza sofa is the perfect choice for this room.
It's a really good fit, isn't it? And with the plaza, we had a lot of flexibility in the different components that we selected. So there were varying depths in the lounge that we could choose. And then the base platforms, we could ensure that we got the perfect size.
And it can become a sofa bed just by spinning the modules round.
Exactly. So convenient.
Magic.
Oh, look at this area. It's beautiful.
It has the best bars, the best cafes, the best restaurants.
I'm actually really excited about looking at this house because it's a property I really like and I can't wait to see it renovated. I really can't, which is going to make my challenge even harder, I have to confess.
It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning, but it's small. It's always going to be a tiny little house, but to me, it's a little jewel box, and it's a little jewel box in Paddington.
And I've tried to show them areas that could be perfect for the next stage of their lives, something, bigger and something comparable. But I think the lure of Paddington is pretty strong.
Look, it just depends what's more important to them, the now or the then. If they're thinking of the future, then they could list.
Yeah.
If they're thinking of now, it's the perfect home for them.
Still looks like a front door.
Yeah, it does. And people will think it is.
I know, it's good.
Hello,
Oh, here
guys.
they are.
Hi. How are you both?
Good.
Excited?
Yeah, excited. And
Eager to see what you've done in there, Neale.
Let's go through your new front door.
I'll wait here, shall I?
Yes. See you later, Andrew.
oh my gosh.
Recognise it?
This is amazing. It's just so different. I'm in shock.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit in shock.
This is amazing.
You're allowed to be in shock. I actually quite like it when you're in shock.
Yeah, no. And looking through that kitchen, it just looks so nice. Like, I've pictured it being really good, but this is just next level.
Though the footprint of these rooms hasn't changed, the downstairs area seems bigger, simply by opening up the space and relaying the floor on one level.
And this was a wall. Now an archway.
It's also lighter, with the addition of a window in the sitting room.
Like, it just feels like one big room.
Yeah.
Everything is just completely different.
Yeah. It is like a brand new home within your existing house.
I'm actually lost for words.
Yeah, which doesn't often happen to you.
I know.
I want to show you both the kitchen. Come on, let's have a look.
By pushing out to the boundary at the rear of the house, we've created a beautiful galley kitchen and even squeezed a new bathroom.
And have you noticed all the storage?
yeah, we won't have enough things to fill it for sure.
Oh, yes, you will. Believe you me. Whenever you've got storage, you fill it.
The bifolds and skylights let the light pour in. If this doesn't inspire Kieran and Riley to eat in more, what will? A warm bath?
Oh, my God. This is amazing.
This is beautiful. The whole thing is amazing. All the different kind of textures, the tiles and the wood and...
The vanity's awesome.
Yeah.
With a clever modification, we've also made upstairs more functional.
Oh, the carpet.
Oh my God. This is amazing.
Moving the wall between the bedrooms has given Kieran and Riley a decent-sized guest room, with only a small compromise in the main bedroom.
And it just actually feels bigger.
It really is.
Even though this room is actually technically smaller than it was before.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's beautiful.
So now it's all up to Kieran and Riley. Their little Paddington gem is still small, and there's no third bedroom for the family they're planning. But I've done my best.
I am just admiring the finishes of your home.
It's very nice.
All these details are stunning. And here I am trying to persuade you to list it. But I will continue to persuade you to list it, because the beauty of this is you have a phenomenal home in a booming market. And absolutely fantastic for a young couple like yourselves. But just imagine you were 3. Then I think you would have to move. But let's have a little think about this. If you were to list, you would be able to milk this for all you can, get big money out of this, and trade up to your next home now while you can. You still thinking that way? You know, because you're the one on my side here.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something to consider in thinking about how much we could get for this now with it in the beautiful state that it is now, and what we could use that to buy.
They both loved the Birchgrove property, my stunning upgrade from Paddington. I'm hoping it's enough to persuade them to list. But of course, it all hinges on what their Paddington terrace is worth now.
Before the work, we were at 1.3.
Yes.
The valuation as is today, bear in mind that the gardens and the front isn't quite finished yet. You've still got a few little jobs to do. 1.75.
That's pretty good.
And I'm fairly sure that with a little bit of tidying up outside, you probably will be 1.8.
That is, that's a very, very good return.
Oh, my goodness, isn't it? So the few $100,000 you've invested here has more than doubled.
Yeah.
It's one hell of a return.
It's astonishing.
It is astonishing. So suddenly you've got a lot of money to go shopping for a new house. You have lots to think about. So go and have your chat, and I'll carry on caressing your finishes.
With a purchase price of $910,000 2.5 years ago, a renovation budget of just over $200,000 and a new valuation of $1.75 million, Kieran and Riley have almost doubled their money in less than 3 years. An incredible achievement for this lucky couple.
Look, it's really tough now because I still think we need that third bedroom and that extra space, but it is so beautiful and the area that we love, and, you know, there's so many things that make me not want to go anywhere.
Come on, list it. It's so hard to read, isn't it?
No, it's not. I know straight away what they're
Do
saying.
you?
No,
I don't.
I think we could stay here for another couple of years maybe, and then potentially look at moving on. But I know it's just so tough because the places we have seen are, you know, fit the bill.
So nice, yeah.
This could go either way. It really could.
Look, I'm not at all close to moving. It's just, you know, we really love this place, and now that it's in a state that we just absolutely love, it's a tough one.
Kieran and Riley, it's decision time.
Stress time for us.
Yes, absolutely. Look at us. Look at us.
Tense.
I've given you a light-filled modern home within the envelope of this beautiful old terrace.
You have. That is definitely true.
And you've done an amazing job in doing that. Look, I absolutely love the place. It's a question, does Riley?
Oh, look, there is absolutely no doubt, Neale, and you guys have got a amazing terraced house in a stunning area. That I cannot deny. So that leads us into the big question.
Are you going to love it?
Or are you guys going to list it?
We love it. I just can't imagine wanting to leave it now, especially since we do love the location. But we do think that one day we will have to, so. But for now, we love it.
OK, for now you love it, but you might list it. Hang on, who's winning there, Neale?
I think I do, Andrew, whichever way you look at it.
How soon are you thinking of possibly listing it or looking
It would
at
be
the
at
other
least a
option?
couple of years.
I'm sure there's a bit of a win for me, a little bit.
Of course there's a bit of a win.
Thank you, Neale.
Of course there's a bit of a win. You can have a bit of my win.
Thank you so much, sir.
It's been really good for us just talking about what we want out of our home and about the future and things like that. But seeing the house as it is, it just makes it kind of hard to think about making that move now.
I'm really happy with the decision we've made, and now we've got such a beautiful house that I can really just see ourselves staying here for, you know, a long time.
So, as Neale claims to have won this one, he has got a nice surprise for you both.
You thought, didn't you, that I had pizza? Or maybe champagne? Yeah,
Champagne would be good.
I've done a lot better than that.
We've flown down Riley's parents from the Gold Coast. They're so proud.
Hello, darling.
Oh, hey guys, good to see you. Didn't expect you here at all.
It's the same house.
It's amazing, isn't it?
What do you think?
The size.
I didn't tell her to say that, honestly.
No, not sleeping on an air mattress.
Have a look at this.
Fantastic.
Remember the old kitchen?
Yes.
Old bathroom?
Yes, yes.
Isn't it amazing?
Granny's kitchen. It's much more of a family home because it's got wide open spaces and it just lends itself to the style of living that we Australians enjoy, with our kitchen continuing onto our lounge and dining room. It'll be fabulous for them.
Also has good feng shui.
Ah.